Welcome. Today we are going to use Excel to analyze data using a dependent t-test or a paired t-test. This means that the same participants were scored more than once on the same type of test. So the first thing that we need to do is check our descriptive statistics, check our skewness and kurtosis. So we will go to the Data tab, and then we will select the Data Analysis Tool Pack. And from there we will choose Descriptive Statistics. Now I highlight my ranges here for score 1 and score 2 because these are the two tests that I want to compare. Make sure I've checked labels in the first row because I do have labels that I want Excel to retain. Make sure summary statistics are checked, and then I'm going to have them displayed in a new worksheet. Once I've done that, I hit OK, and here are the results for my descriptive statistics. And you can see the means here for my two scores. Score 1 was 2.658. Score 2's mean was 3.91. Now looking down for the normality of my distribution, I can see my skewness and kurtosis are both within range for both score 1 and score 2. Remember, skewness needs to be between -1 and 1, and kurtosis, if skewness is off, needs to be between 2 and -2 or -2 and 2. So now I can go back to my first score sheet, and I can go to the Data Analysis Pack, and I can run my dependent or paired two sample means t-test. So I select that one. And then for variable 1, I'm going to highlight score 1 because that's the first score, or what would be maybe my pre-test score. And then score 2 will be my second variable. Again, I want to make sure the labels box is checked, and I will display the output in a new sheet. My alpha is already preset at 0.05, which is standard. I can hit OK. And here I can see, I'm going to extend this out a little bit so you can read, that this is my t-test. So the values that I want to look at, we see my means, my observations, 17 in each group. We can see the degrees of freedom, which will need to be reported as 16. The important one in determining whether I have significant findings, though, is the t-stat. And here we see a t-stat of -7.128, or 9 if we round that, which is a fairly large t-statistics. Then I want to look down to a two-tail test. The p-value for that is 2.3931. When you see this e minus 0.06 here, this tells us that we need to move our decimal to the left. And it's going to cause 5 zeros to be before this 2, which means that we do have a statistically significant finding. That means score 1 and score 2 are statistically different. So those are the values that you would report. On your table, you would report greater than 0.001 or less than 0.001, excuse me, for your p-value. And you would also report your t-stat and your degrees of freedom, and then the means for both scores. And you can see an example of that in Canvas.